Oh, the Jupiter Boys is a
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
My name's Quinn Jupiter.
By the way, if you've just started listening and you're like, why the fuck does he talk over him at the beginning of every single episode? Go back to the first one. Listen.
Yeah.
You'll see. And then and we're the boys from Jupiter, and each week we have conversations.
So you don't have to do that.
So
you don't have to do it.
Exactly. It's just we do it. We do it. And don't even if we catch you having conversations, we're going to sue you for copyright infringement. That's our territory.
So that's every podcast.
Every single one. We patented conversations back in 12,000 BC. So, just saying.
We're immortal as well.
Yeah.
If you missed out on that.
We flip a coin of truth to decide who goes first in the topic-a-thon every week. We each bring a topic, you see. And the coin that we flip has a black side and a yellow side. Green. Where the fuck did that come from? Quinn, would you like the black side or the yellow side?
I'd like the black side, please.
Okay. And that's going to be the yellow side.
It's going to be the yellow side.
Which is me. And that's my topic. And my topic today, Quinn, is forthcoming. Because I definitely have one. And it's definitely good. So,
is that your heavyweight voice?
A little bit, yeah. It's sort of a little bit, Jonathan.
As he licked his jowls.
Sponsored by Blue Light.
Yes.
So
we can't get sued because he said blue light.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, blue light isn't a thing, is it? Or maybe it is. I don't know. Probably is. So Quinn, we've probably had the. In fact, I'm going to say we've definitely had this conversation before, but I think it deserves a revisit. And it's actually one that I think you're going to get all up inside because this is a very classically Quinn question. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure we've had this conversation before, but what I want to talk about is what movie genre you would want to live in as your life. Okay? And I'm saying like, let's say from the age you are now. So not as your childhood, not as your teenage years.
Oh, okay.
From now, like let's say you had to just be transplanted into a movie genre for the remainder of your natural life. Okay?
Okay.
What genre of movie would that be? Let's just discuss some terrible options. Okay, right? Let's get the bad. Let's start off with the bad. Get those out of the way. That way we can fill the whole 10 minutes of the topic.
So
pretty satisfactorily.
The horror movie genre would be pretty bad.
That's the whole thing. Just a big no. So
just a big. But what if you could live in the horror movie genre? But it worked like a video game, so you could just die and just keep reliving different.
That to me is you're describing hell. You're describing literally hell.
It is a nightmare hellscape, but it's a fun one if you're a horror movie fan because you could just figure out the system. Could you not figure out the system and just fucking fight back?
Well, are we talking about like it's like when every time you regenerate, it's a Groundhog Day type simulation? Like you're saying, like you would just literally live in a video game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think like if it's a new...
Oh, you think like it
doesn't start all over. Like that serial killer or whatever killed you, the monster, it's still out there.
It's a different thing, or it's a different thing.
There's like every possible horror movie thing like in your life. Like if you could get killed by it, it's in this world and it's prevalent.
That's the plot of Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Which is
okay. That's actually a perfect way of describing it. It's living in Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, exactly.
Which no, thank you.
Which is horrifying.
Yeah, it's designed to be horrifying. It's designed to be the most horrific thing in the world.
I'll tell you another one that's maybe a bad thing, but if we can swing it around, if we can kind of flip the audience on it, being in a Judd Apatow comedy style movie that because it's way too long.
It's really good if you're a slightly overweight white man. It's the perfect thing if you're a slightly
or Paul
overweight.
Rudd.
Yeah, or Paul Rudd. Yeah, or Leslie Mann. If you're one of those people, it's going to be a good life. If you're literally anybody else, it's going to be way too fucking long.
And miserable. And
like
so
have like
sad.
2 or 3 laughs. But mostly just like bum you the fuck out.
It's mostly just sad.
It's just sad.
It's sad white people.
It's
Judd
Apatow. It's gonna be really juvenile. Like basically there's gonna be no sophisticated conversation at all. Just just people swearing and talking about their buttholes.
My dick just got stuck to my thigh the other day.
Oh, dude, that's nothing. The other day, my dick got stuck up my butthole. So, fuck, man. Like, we just wrote Judd Apatow's new movie. It's called Dick Butt Dick Thigh, and it stars Seth Rogen and
it has 6 live performances by musicians because he loves that shit.
Oh, god damn. So not that. And you know, I definitely have said in the past that I want to live in a heist movie. But you know what? I think that's a really bad idea. And here's why.
Because it's really dangerous. Well, it's dangerous.
Well, it's very dangerous. But here's another reason why. I would be fucking terrible at any kind of heist. I would be.
Me too.
I would be dead weight on that fucking heist team. I would just be like, they'd be like, "What the fuck? This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's gonna get us caught." And then I would get them caught, and we'd all go to jail.
You'd be trying to be Rusty, but you'd end up as, I don't know, who's the worst? Who's the least?
Well, probably Matt Damon would be the least skilled.
Except he does use that pheromone to seduce that woman. He's
a very good pickpocketer. That's his skill. Yeah. He's a thief. Linus is okay, but he's very good with computers. Anyway, heist would just be not a good scene for anybody. No, you know, you'd have to work so hard to get good at the heist. But I mean, if that's a good way of spending your life. Like if you're just doing it to like you're like, you know, like you just from now until I'm like 65, I just study heists and I just study like being a thief and just like practice.
You know what would be a pretty good one is like a Steven Spielberg style movie.
Okay, so you want to live in Jurassic Park, huh?
No, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
But like maybe
so you
like
want to live in Band of
Jones?
Brothers. You want to be Band of Brothers or Saving Private Ryan.
Okay,
you said a stupid thing. You said a stupid thing, and I'm trying to show you that.
Okay, but I would want to live in a Super 8, which is I mean it's a Steven Spielberg produced J.J. Abrams movie. Actually, that brings it all around to J.J. Abrams movie. That would be cool if you're a white guy.
Again. Yeah. I mean,
and then not
do you want to live
cool
on Lost or?
I probably would be pretty okay with living on Lost because it's all purgatory anyways. So spoiler. Lost is all purgatory.
Goddamn. Yeah, but like I wouldn't classify J.J. Abrams movies as a genre. I mean, you could definitely classify M. Night Shyamalan movies as a genre. Like there's just twists every goddamn day of your life. Like when you get to the end of the day, like it's just like turns out it wasn't a day. It was night and you were sleeping this whole time.
You'd find out that you had a different set of parents like every 2 weeks.
It turns out your wife is actually your dad's brother. Like fucking M. Night Shyamalan.
I love it, but it's like at the same time it just gets exhausting sometimes.
Jesus. I haven't seen Glass yet. Have you seen Glass?
Yeah, it's aight.
It's aight. That's good.
It's aight.
What did I just see that was pretty aight? Oh, Zombieland 2 was pretty aight. I mean, it was
Zombieland 2 was pretty alright.
You know,
it was everything I exped.
Yeah, exactly.
It was literally
it
hit every beat that I wanted to.
It just checked off boxes, which is totally fine for a sequel.
Oh yeah,
you know,
totally cool.
And I also just watched Won't You Be My Neighbor? Very, very good.
Was it?
Yeah, very good.
The documentary?
No. That's no, the one with Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. The documentary is also just, oh my god, it's so good.
Is it? Nice.
Oh, it's amazing, man. You're gonna cry. You're gonna like sob.
Oh no, I saw the documentary. Yeah, no, I loved it.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it twice actually.
Sweet. It's so good, man.
It's very good. But like in terms of genre,
what about a documentary? What about documentary?
See, but then like you're just fine, like
living life.
Somebody's just like reciting facts about you the entire time you're alive. Like just like, you know, Jim was actually born with only one testicle. And it wasn't until later in life that he got a replacement for it. It was a prosthetic, and it really boosted his confidence. And they're like they're saying this out loud like while you're on a first date, just like, oh fuck, like god damn it.
And there's like it like shows like a caption. It's like Jim has one,
and he just like has like a flat screen behind him, and it just like shows like a childhood picture of you with like your one ball. He's just like, see, like look at it. It looks weird, eh? That would just suck. I would just suck so much. But
then not all of it would be bad.
I'm gonna throw something out at you. Okay.
Yeah.
One of probably the best genres to live in, and you may disagree with me first, but hear me out, would be the adult film genre, the porn genre.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Think about how many deaths you've ever seen in a porn movie.
Well, in like porn parodies, you see deaths, but then they come
very,
back
very occasionally.
Yeah,
like if you were to critique the entire porn genre,
yeah, there's probably
every single porn film, I would say death features into probably 0.001% of that demographic. I would
most
say
likely,
real like physical harm probably features into an extremely small amount of that demographic. Car accidents, very, very small percentage of that demographic. I mean, things in porn generally go pretty good. You will have to fuck your stepmom, but
you will stumble into your stepsister's room and see her masturbating, but it's fine.
But it's
totally fine.
It's gonna get kind of weird, but everybody's gonna be
super weird.
Everybody, including your parents, is gonna be for some reason cool with it. So I mean, it's gonna be. There's gonna be situations where people are just gonna be naked all the time, and you're not gonna know what's gonna go on. But as long as you can just get down naked with them, get dirty,
you can catch lemon thieves too.
Yeah, pretty much wherever you are, if you can just bang. Which, I mean, frankly, I could probably pull that out of my ass.
Probably.
That's. I mean, of all lives,
you'd be literally pulling stuff out of your ass too.
And that's the end of the topic. Touché, good sir. Touché. Okay.
You know what time it is, Jim?
Will you tell me?
It's time for the mid-show smoke break. Yeah.
I started smoking while you were still singing.
Beautiful.
So that you'd have to fill less time, you see.
All right. So, yeah.
I helped you so much, and now you can't even keep it going.
This is our show. It's kind of an amalgamation of the experiences that we've had over the last couple years, and it's a way to get us together. Okay, I'm gonna take my bong rip.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We do this in the middle. We both get high in the middle of the show for some reason. I just I started doing it, and then we both started doing it. And it's sonically like probably one of the worst things for people. And it's probably a big part of the reason that we don't have a big following. But when you follow the Jupiter Boys, you're getting an authentic product that is made exactly the same way every time.
Yep. It's like Tupperware containers. You don't really see a lot of flaws in Tupperware containers. They're pretty reliable.
What you just said.
We're like Tupperware.
What you just said was nonsense. Please go ahead with your topic.
Okay, Jim. My topic today. Is about moving, and specifically like how difficult it is and stressful to move. Mm-hmm. And how we can come up with some services or some ways of making moving much simpler.
Okay, so I want to first address the point like that you said that moving is stressful. This is very true. They actually say that it's like one of the most stressful things you can do in your life. Like starting a new job. I think like getting married is stressful. Like getting divorced is stressful. Moving, things like this, like they're like ranked as like the top stressors of people's lives. Like, it's a pain in the asshole to gather up all the shit that you've collected over your entire life. Like,
oh yeah,
it's not too bad for you right now, Quinn. But like just me thinking about all the shit that I have in this house and like moving that to another place.
Having to move it? Yeah.
Holy Christ, man. Like because as you get older and you get bigger places, you get
so
more
much
and more
stuff.
Shit that you just carry along with you. It's like you're a fucking hermit crab just carrying a bigger and bigger shell. So
I like to think of it as my life is an RPG.
Okay.
And
you're getting a bigger and bigger backpack. Like in
Skyrim.
In Stardew Valley.
In Fallout, you can get a bigger like pack too as well. But in Skyrim, especially, you can put your stuff in a house, so you can just go and get all the shit in the game.
Yeah,
just as much shit as you want. And I think moving is like that. And like I think getting up, like we have a bigger place now, and we can fit a lot more shit. And
but
it's
the
already
is
making
in fucking Skyrim you can fast travel, dog. You can't fast travel that shit in life.
You can't fast travel.
You can't store 8,000 couches in a cupboard, in real life.
So let's try to see if we can find a way that we can do this.
Okay, put everything on skateboards. Send it down the street towards the house. That's nothing.
That was
but I started I came with something.
What you just said was the dumbest thing.
And we are all dumber because of it.
Everybody is now dumber for hearing it. So good. Okay. What we did was, I mean, it's probably a very common practice, but we moved across several days. Yeah. So we started on like Wednesday night. We moved like half of our stuff.
Oh, definitely.
And then by Friday, we were just like, oh shit! At this point, all we have to move is the big stuff.
At this point in my life, a move necessitates, or you need multiple days for a move of my caliber right now. So, but yes, I definitely understand what you're saying. I definitely did as much of this as I could in my early days.
Yeah.
If you can do like a couple quick car trips, it's like not a big deal. And then like you get like one day to move your big furniture, bada bing, bada boom, you're in there. You know.
That's exactly what that's exactly what we did.
Yep.
And it went off without a hitch. And you were going to help me out with my move.
Yeah, but then you were like, "Don't help me," and I was like,
"No,
well, go fuck yourself."
Well, because I didn't need help.
No.
It was Friday night.
You made your choices, and now you got to live with them. How dare you not let me help you move?
I like that one of our siblings just didn't respond to the group chat that I sent.
Like,
just was
like, help me move.
Nah,
and they're like, I'm just gonna ghost this one. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see this text.
New phone, who dis?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a brother. Boom.
I just wrote that into history, bitch. Do I not exist anymore?
I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, there have already been good moving systems of, like, you know, like, you can hire movers to pack up all of your shit and to move it, but it's expensive as all hell.
Yeah, and they're probably going to break some of your stuff.
One thing you could do is, if you were savvy and, you know, business smart enough, is you create a media sensation about your move, okay? You're like, guys, I'm moving my shit. It's the best shit that ever was. And I gotta get rid of it. You know, the prices are so low, it's not gonna be here forever. And then what you do is you sell all your shit. But you sell it at like at basically
markup.
Well, I would say not even like markup, but like exact value. Okay?
Yeah.
And then what you do is like you just order your all your shit to be delivered next day, Amazon Prime, to your new house.
Oh yeah. Because if you just buy Wayfair furniture, or you know, like IKEA.com, or you know, something like that,
all that shit can just arrive.
Perfect. Yeah.
You know, like that's like you could literally just buy the exact same configuration of everything. And like the shit that like is personal, you can probably take in like a backpack, right? Like the shit that you can't replace, you know.
Plus, this gives the sensory, because I feel like the most exciting part about going shopping is the getting it home
and unboxing
and taking it out of the box. Oh my good God. That is the entire reason that unboxing videos on YouTube are a thing.
I got a new office chair today, and like immediately when I got home, I unboxed and put it together. And like putting together some furniture, man. Some people hate it. Some people find it just like absolutely like soul crushing to like try to put together IKEA furniture. I think it's grown up Lego. I've said this before. Yeah. It's grown up Lego, and it's the best. It's the best in the world.
As long as you follow the visual instructions, use the things they tell you to.
Yeah.
You'll be fine, dog.
Yeah.
It's super simple to create.
Yeah. Every time somebody like says that they fucked one of those things up, I'm like, you didn't do well in kindergarten, did you? You were not good at following directions.
You were one of those kids that shoved all their papers into their backpack without a fucking binder, weren't you? You dummy. You absolute imbecile.
That was so judgmental for like a trait that like doesn't really say anything about the person or their intelligence. Just putting their you know, not keeping them organized doesn't make them dumb.
Well, it's just bad organization. If you have bad organization skills in school, most of the time you fucking suck at school because you can't fucking find any of your shit.
Hey Quinn, I forgot to ask you this earlier, but just make me a happy man and tell me you're recording, right?
Yes, I'm recording.
Oh, thank Christ.
Of course.
Okay. I have to check with you.
Do you take me for a fool?
Yes. Yes, that's why I asked.
That's a good call. Most of the time I do fuck up. Pretty bad.
So let's bring it back. So moving, I mean, buying all new shit. That would be very cool. Mm. If you are set on keeping your shit for some reason, you know, sentimental values. What about...
Yeah, Okay,
so movers are expensive. What if we train homing pigeons to work in concert to bring things from location to location.
This is gonna take a lot of pigeons,
A fuck ton
especially
of pigeons.
especially for the big stuff.
A fuck ton of pigeons. Yeah, I mean, like we're talking like giant swarms. By the time your shit gets there, it's gonna be so caked in pigeon shit that you won't want it anymore. But they'll have gotten it there for a fraction of the cost. You don't have to pay pigeons fuck all. You just have to pay them food. You know?
Yeah. All you need to do is just get several rooftops.
Birdseed.
Rent out
the
several
price of
rooftops.
birdseed has never been lower, frankly. And, you know, that just makes good economic sense. If you can pay people in birdseed, which you'd pay other movers, you know, in currency, then you're
actually
making
making money. You're making money there.
Yeah, you're making profit. And you've got
plus you could train.
Now you've got a pigeon army. Then now you've got a pigeon army that you can use to just like destroy your enemies. You can hook your enemies up to the pigeon army. They can carry it into the sky.
There's a brand new criminal.
And then
there's a brand new criminal on the loose. He's using homing pigeons to rob banks. I don't know how he does it, but he gets them into the vault. He knows the combos. He's getting it all in there.
He knows the combos. I love it. Like I just like, oh, you know what? I guessed the bank's combo. It was a lot of tries, but you know what? They were really patient with me. They let me try it and try it and try it, and eventually I got it.
Good job! Wow.
Nobody has ever gotten that before.
Crime.
You guessed a lot of times. It's been like 3 years.
Should we shoot them? No, they're pigeons. For God's sakes, you don't shoot a pigeon. What's wrong with you?
They're protected species. So our pigeon army is one valid solution.
Pigeon army.
You could fill all of your shit with helium and just sort of push it, you know, to the location.
Fill your shit with helium. Yeah, like up it style. Or you could move your entire house.
Okay, so here's one that's gonna take a while. But you could get a dog army, okay, and train them to dig a trench between the nearest river, your current location, and the location you're going to, and then you could set up some raft systems that you just put your items on the rafts and send them down to the new location. You know, you will. Okay. Both your houses will now be flooded, but.
It's gonna take so long. Why didn't you just hire a group of miners?
It will take 10 to 15 years.
And the dogs will hate you afterwards.
And that's the end of the topic.
Those dogs will not forgive you, Dave.
Some good alternatives, man, to the moving technologies of today.
You saved me on that one, Jim. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I can sometimes bring it. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We've been the Jupiter Boys. Thank you also to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Christo Graham, he has a pink record. It's really cool.
Cool. I didn't know that, but that's another factual thing. We're part of the Wadolpha Shark Network. That network includes Dave Franco's Dream Boys, another show by us that features Dave Franco movies, and also Durf and Dietz, which is a podcast that is made out of Eastern Canada. It's two boys, Durf and Dietz, and each week I don't know if it's each week, I think every now and then they sit down and have a conversation, and it gets kind of fucked up. They talk a lot.
Yeah, and they recently had their 100th episode.
Yeah,
good for them. It was hilarious. I finally got around to listening to the whole thing.
It was very good.
And it's very funny.
Yes,
it's very funny.
It was very good. I would still, you could start there for sure. I would start at the beginning. You know, start binging that shit, man. There's lots to catch up on. Same with our show. We're getting nearing closer to 200. We've said that on 200 episode we'll eat that Korean spicy fire noodles. I gotta get those. And until then, you can follow us on social media. I'm at the Jupiter Boys on Twitter.
I'm at Quinn Jupiter.
We're also at thejupiterboys.com where you can find older episodes. Eventually there'll be merch there. Shoot those nuts
straight down your gullet.
It's utter nonsense. It's a self-delusion, but keeps me from putting that gun in my mouth.
Wadolpha Shark.